D&D Davidson, Lwbovernight Overnight Edition. We're starting on the Overnight Edition. But let me tell you, we had a rough line come through today. In the Roanoke Valley, we had some severe weather in the state of Virginia today. And we're going to review that here on the Overnight Edition. What we're looking at right now is what happened earlier. At around 4 o'clock, we had massive thunderstorms develop back here. We did the last blog back here when we had the severe thunderstorm warning near Withville. That line plowed to the east. There's Roanoke right there. I want you to see that right there. We're going to see it happen again. You're going to watch right near the yellow and the red go up near Roanoke. There. How that cell kind of like, it looked like it had some sort of, some rotation in the cell. And I was out today when that storm passed through the town of Vinton, Virginia. Let me explain something to you. I've seen gust fronts and I've seen tornadoes in my time. The gust front moved in. We had roughly 40-45 mile an hour wind gusts. That gust front moved past and kind of dried out. Within that minute of that, we had 70 mile an hour wind gusts below, and it started pushing the trucks and vehicles on the roadway. It's something. A dry microburst is the best way to describe that. But also got on the phone with the National Weather Service, to let them know, because that's beyond severe limits. And also saw a lowering wall cloud when the cell was up in this area of North Roanoke, probably right in there. We had a lowering wall cloud at that point. Hard to see if there was rotation or not. But this storm wound up bowing out and causing damage in this part of Virginia. We had trees down, wires down, you name it. Bedford County, uh, Pennsylvania, Franklin, this whole area, and also up here in Rockbridge area got plowed today, and we're going to take a look at storm reports in a moment. But this is just a radar image I thought I'd bring up. This is me heading into Vinton. This is the line you can see down here, some rainfall, but right here you can see that whole lowering with the gust front that was right in this general area. This was on Hardy Road in Vinton, going towards the town of Vinton. About 5 minutes before I got blasted, whatever was behind that. But it was pretty good storm. Today's storm reports were significant here in central Virginia, Roanoke's area in the east. Look at that. We had that in North Carolina. We have a tornado or gust tornado that touched down on right around the North Carolina Virginia border. This was reported by a off-duty sheriff deputy. It's either a short-lived tornado or a gust tornado. So there was definitely rotation on the ground at some point. And there was also a tornado short-lived back in Indiana earlier. And you see where these MCSs lined up today with 45 hail reports, 112 wind reports, and 2 tornado reports, making 159 reports today. Here's a look at a close-up area of all these storm reports. And as you see, look at this. This area right in Bedford and that area, Bedford County a little further north. This whole area was inundated with severe weather today with the MCSs. And we're going to go and zoom in a little bit here. There you see Roanoke. Here's some other reports. Let's see. Pennsylvania, power lines down with wind. So there's a lot of storm reports today. I actually want to get into that tornado report down here. There we go. Bypass north of Elizabeth City. So north of Elizabeth City may have gotten a tornado today. Pretty interesting day here in Southwest Virginia and parts of Virginia. It just was a really powerful day when it came to severe weather, and we went into that earlier today with the MCSs, and we were talking about that, how it could be a pretty bad day last night and also today. Now taking a look at tomorrow, you can see this we're going to be right along with this front. This whole area is going to be slight risk of severe weather. You see where the higher probability is going to be. Northern New Jersey, New York City, parts of Albany, New York, Burlington, Vermont, also back here in Nebraska, Omaha, and also up here in Montana. 3 big areas for severe weather tomorrow. The rest of the areas still wind damage is going to be your main threat, and hail. So we'll definitely be with you tomorrow on myweatherblog.com. Now taking a look at a surface map here. This is a little after 1 a.m. You can see the front stall in here. This is where it's going to be very interesting tomorrow with the severe weather. This low pressure is going to ride up along jet stream. This might also touch off some tornadic activity, and there's no stranger to shame here and it's no stranger here in eastern New York for that happening. We're also going to have another low ride into the Midwest. This whole area is going to be uh, possible on severe thunderstorms, and this is going to ride up with a warm front and cause more possible thunderstorms there. So it's going to be a probably a very long afternoon tomorrow. Here at LiveWeatherBlogs.com, we're going to be keeping you updated with all the severe weather that occurs. Now taking a quick look at the tropics, which are getting very active. Here's something we haven't seen. This is a high risk of tropical development. We're looking at that system last night in Puerto Rico, and this looks like it's going to possibly be a tropical depression or tropical storm by tomorrow. So we're going to keep an eye on it here at LiveWeatherBlogs.com. We're going to take a look at a satellite picture and then a computer model run. Here's our storm center. You can see there's quite a bit of showers, thunderstorms around it. It's moving into a good environment for development. So this could be Bonnie tomorrow as it moves into near the Bahamas. Also, you got to watch some warnings if that does happen and occur. Watch warnings probably issued in the Bahamas, parts of Cuba, and Florida if this all comes and becomes a tropical depression, tropical storm. Here's the latest runs and computer models. This is where the low pressure is centered right now. This could, like I said, become tropical depression or tropical storm, and as it moves into here, right into the Bahamas, all these computer models put into the Bahamas, South Florida, and then into the oil-ravaged areas, which they do not want to hear right now. But the one model does, it's the NAM is putting it further south, but most of the other models are putting it in GFDL. It's another good model coming out of New Jersey that puts it up south of Port St. Lucie. Other ones come through Miami area with the HWRF model, and then your GFS is basically putting it right at the area of the beginning of the Keys. So this is something that bears watching and definitely will be watched by LiveWeatherBlogs.com meteorologists here. This could be a volatile situation in the next couple of days. And one more tropical map, which will probably become a typhoon by landfall here in China. Tropical storm Shatu will probably become Typhoon Shatu early tomorrow morning and then move inland and be back to a depression by Friday. More heavy rain to the southern parts of China. Now looking at our forecast for the Greater Roanoke Valley. For the rest of the night, 71 degrees, heavy rain with possibly severe thunderstorms tomorrow, 89 degrees, 70 on Wednesday night, light chance of thunderstorms on Thursday. Any of the ones on Thursday or Friday could possibly be on the severe side, 90 and 93 respectively. 75, what a balmy night on Friday night. And then 95, starting up that, really cranking up the heat wave on Saturday, and Sunday will be the same way, and probably into Monday before we get another break. So stay with LiveWeatherBlogs.com for your latest information on severe weather and tropical weather in the next 24 hours. I'm sure it's going to be very active. Deanie Davison signing off for LiveWeatherBlogs.com. Have a great evening. Today is Wednesday.